All right, we're back once again. We've taken, I think, 0 weeks off. So we're here. We got 3 tournaments this week. We have some big updates and kind of the golf world to talk about, things that have been going on. Last week, we just bet what was it?
The Omega European Masters.
Yeah, got a guy kind of in the mix. Didn't go at it too hard, but now we're here. We got 3 tournaments to talk about. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you got a guy in the mix. I bet 3 of your 4 guys, and of course, the one I bet, or the one I didn't bet, is the only one that had a chance to win.
Didn't hurt you.
Alex Fitz. So, how did you feel about it? I didn't watch any of it on the weekend.
I watched a lot of it. The event was awesome. I mean, really tough day on Saturday, crazy conditions, wind, beautiful viewing course. Good event in general. I think.
Yeah, that course always delivers.
Yeah, it does. And the problem was we liked Wallace. I liked Wallace a lot. I had him written down on my notes as I shared, but 18, 20 to 1, I was expecting 28-30.
Yeah, I asked you what he was, and I was disgusted when you told me what he was.
Yeah,
on the show last week.
So do I regret not betting him? Obviously, I would like to have won, but he was playing really well. He hadn't won the European Tour in 6 years.
Wow, that's crazy. That long?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he won 3 in a year, and then he hasn't won in 6 years since.
I almost hit him at this place too. Yeah, what are you gonna do? I didn't lose much sleep over it, but it just sucks. If he was just 28, I think we would have been there, right?
We would have. We definitely would have.
Yeah, that sucks. What are you gonna do though?
Yeah. Still a cool event. But back to the swing season here, which I like. These fields are strong enough to where this event isn't going to suck.
Right. Do you think the golf isn't going to suck? Do you think the actual production of the event will suck? I feel like they always suck.
Doesn't come on till the leaders are halfway through the first round.
Yeah, I remember we were sweating Homa, and he was on the 8th hole, and they were finally putting it on Golf Channel. That really pisses me off.
Yeah, I do remember that now that you say it. I kind of want to look up the viewing schedule, but I do think they're almost trying to make this fall season more of a big deal now.
I mean, Monahan did mention that in his presser, but I don't know, man. I just don't trust them.
What's the event called? The Procore Championship. Okay, and it's been good to us, right?
Yeah, Homa and Sahith.
2 of the last 3 we've hit.
What was Homa that year? 25?
Yeah, 25 or he might have been deeper than that.
Really? And then Sahith was 20?
Yeah, 2022. Something like that. And then when Homa won the other time, Willett really should have won. I want to look at what I had.
That was fucking crazy. This is the Danny Willett tournament. It's one of the most crazy finishes in golf that no one ever talks about unless you had money on Willett.
No, so he was 60. Homa was 60 to 1 the first time we hit it.
Really?
Yep.
I feel like those bets, Homa and Sahith, especially Sahith, we knew we were betting them weeks in advance.
They were the most obvious bets ever.
Yeah, Sahith was the most obvious one.
Homa was 60, and he had already won at Riv.
Wow, was he coming with shit form?
Yeah, I guess he just wasn't putting.
He'd already won at Riv.
I'm looking at my write-up. The most recent event he played was the BMW. He lost 7 strokes putting.
Yeah.
Are we getting right into the event here, or do you want to talk about all this stuff first?
Hold on. I was looking at Homa. Yeah, he was pretty poor. His best finish coming into the event since July was 25th, and that was July. That was the Rocket in July 4th. It was bad.
So yeah, we
But
got him at
not
60.
like bad like he is now bad. I can't believe he's on the fucking President's Cup team.
It's unbelievable. He can't hit the driver on the planet.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked since on the show. We haven't talked since the President's Cup pick. I was completely fucking baffled by what Jim Furyk did.
So I don't think it was that. I think it was horrible choices. I don't think it was that surprising. Only because isn't Homa the new boys club pick?
But what about Harmon? How do you explain Harmon?
Harmon is a great. Well, no, because he picked 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I know, but like, I wouldn't have taken JT on my team, but I would have taken JT over both those guys.
I would have too. I definitely would have. I would have ranked the two guys I had, Billy and Akshay. You had them too.
Billy actually, the 13th guy would have been fucking JT.
Me too.
Homo probably would have been out of the top 15. Same with Harmon.
Dunlap would be 14 for me.
Yeah.
It is. It's crazy. I mean, it's bad. The picks are bad. I'm just not all that surprised. One, because I kind of expect them to fuck it up, I think.
I don't see why you leave. I don't see
when
why.
When is the President's Cup?
Huh?
When's the President's Cup?
Next week.
Jesus.
I want to bet the International so bad, but I don't know if I'm gonna. I'm probably gonna just bet matchups.
Yeah. I still think the U.S. wins. I wonder if they play him a lot. I don't know. I wonder what's going to happen.
That was terrible though. Max Homa, like, you can't play him an alternate shot. Have you seen his? I'm looking at his page right now. You see his off the tee shit.
Yeah.
minus 8.8, minus 7.3. He hasn't gained off the tee since the Valero, which is a week before the Masters.
He completely lost the driver.
I don't get it. So you can't play him in alternate stroke. So you have to just play him with another guy, I guess.
What are they going to do? Homakawa?
I don't know. I guess, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know that that pairing wasn't incredibly successful. missed the cut at the fucking whatever it was called.
Who did they pair him with before? In the President's Cup, he was with Billy?
Maybe.
Who did he pair with at the Ryder Cup?
Was it Morikawa?
I don't know. I mean, I get it. He was good at the Ryder Cup. He's good at the President's Cup. But still, I mean,
he was your best player, right?
Huh?
He was the best player, wasn't he?
I'd argue Cantlay was, but yeah.
I mean, in terms of points wise, I think he had the most.
Did he? Yeah. I mean, he was definitely top 3. But I don't know. What's more an egregious pick, JT last year or Homa this year?
I want to say it's JT, even though I would have picked JT. But if you look at the standings, I think the biggest problem that they have here is I think 2 years is too big. It should be 1 year because you have the Ryder Cup and the President's Cup. Why should the points be dating back 2 years?
Oh, it's 2 years?
Yeah, that's why Harmon and Homa are ranked there.
Wow.
If it was 1 year, they wouldn't even be close.
I just figured Harmon got there because he got extra points for that player's second.
Well, how the fuck would he have gone there? He had 1 second.
I loved your tweet with all their stats.
Oh my God, they're brutal.
It was so bad.
So yeah,
well, whatever. They're probably still gonna win. They're so top heavy, and Scotty and Xander and Morikawa. They'll probably
and
just
the national team
them.
Sucks.
Huh?
And the national team sucks.
I don't think they're as bad as you think.
I mean, name value, they're okay. I mean, Min Woolley didn't make the BMW.
I like Minwoo though.
I like him too because he's cool. But is it really that much of an argument? Like, should he really have been that much of a shoe-in? What has he done this year?
No, who was controversial on that side? Seabez? Who's the other guy?
Seabez and Hughes.
Hughes, which I don't hate Hughes because he's a comput.
Yeah.
And I can kind of picture Hughes as like a gamer.
Yeah, I do too.
So
he's like a Canadian Kisner.
Yeah, exactly. Just not a good golfer, but like he'll drill a 30-footer on your ass.
Yeah, I still wouldn't have taken him. I mean, I think not even considering Vegas. Didn't even they didn't even give him a phone call.
They didn't call him?
I think no one even. I don't think no one even thought twice about him.
Except me and you.
I think that's racism.
You and
Isn't
I,
it?
the only ones on the Vegas train.
Yeah, I mean, I think people rather like, what the fuck are you talking about Vegas? But if you look at it, he's in great form. He's won more than Seabez ever won.
No.
I mean, if I'm going to war, I'm taking Vegas.
Vegas has played in these events too, right?
Yeah, first ever Venezuelan.
Wow.
So
Enough thing with Vegas though, there's no other no other no other
Latino.
South American, Latinos.
No, they're all in live.
Yeah.
In
So
Vegas, I'm gonna say this here. I think if they want him, I don't know if they want him. If they want him,
they
he'll be
don't.
on live next year. He's the only guy I
Oh,
can see.
live. I don't know if there's a room on the Latinos teams.
Neither of them.
Unless Mito gets dropped.
He won't. He's too close to Neiman.
No, but he's close to the drop zone.
Yeah, but can't they just re-sign him if they want?
I don't think so. He has to go back to the thing.
I think you're allowed to just pick up whoever you want, though.
I don't think so. Not if you lose your way out. If you fail to qualify.
I guess. I was saying the same about HV3, and everyone was telling me someone was going to pick him up.
Oh, really? That's
But
just bizarre.
but Vegas is yeah, I think you shouldn't be able to pick somebody up if you want to make it seem like a real league.
Yeah, it's just what are you doing?
But at Vegas, he's a he signed with Stubert recently before he won. Actually, he was wearing Stubert when he won,
Yeah,
and Stubert is the team that sponsors Torquay and Fireballs.
yeah. While we're on the team shit, do we think Rahm's going to be at the Ryder Cup? Because there's lots of he needs to put his name in here for some events.
Yeah, interesting. I think so. It could mean a couple things, and I think this will flow into our conversation with the match. But either he's calling their bluff, says, "All right, you're going to have me not play. All right, do it then," or he thinks there's something in the works, and by the time 2025 Bethpage comes, which is a long way away,
Well, it's a year.
a year away, I think he knows something's being worked on.
But what if we just go another year with what happened this past year? Nothing happens.
That could happen. Or maybe he plays 4. But I mean, how many is there left?
There's like 6.
And you can't get into the DP World Tour Championship if he's
Well,
acquired no points.
He can't play the one this week. He can't play the one next week. Then there's a bunch of them later in the season that he can play.
So maybe he's going to bang them all out in a row.
I think the next one is the Spanish Open.
He'll play that.
We'll see.
If he doesn't, he's not going to do it.
Is he going to be away from his pregnant wife for a third straight week?
Yeah, it's going to. Yeah, I mean, do you think he cares about the Ryder Cup?
Yeah, I do think he cares about the Ryder Cup.
So what's his plan? Well, I talked to Eduardo. I don't know if you listen to that. He said there was no fear whatsoever of him not being eligible.
Well, then that dude Corrigan wrote that article that there is. And Harrig's been kind of reporting it too, Bob Harrig from SI. I don't know, man.
So what do you think?
You might be right. It might be something going on behind the scenes. I don't know. There's something going on that is getting underreported. You got that Scotty Rory match versus Bryson and Brooks. And you guys can think whatever you want. The match is fucking stupid. I agree. I probably won't even watch the thing. But that was a fucking huge deal because the PGA Tour didn't even acknowledge when they fucking announced that. Hey, I didn't retweet anything. And for Rory goes rogue all the time, but Scotty doesn't go rogue. Scotty's been towing the line. Okay. And for Rory to get Scotty and to team up against Liv's best guys in a match, not fucking produced by the quote on the match, but that Tiger owns or whatever, and the PGA Tour is involved in, is a big fucking deal on the business side of it.
Absolutely, it is. I think you're spot on there, and I think it's surprising to me that not many people are getting that.
And all the golf reporters, they were silenced last week when they announced it. None of them. Fucking no laying up. Kyle Porter, Dylan Dreither. Rappaport was the only one who sent a tweet about it. But it was only like one tweet. All the big guys didn't say dick about it. And then half of them started tweeting about fucking DJ Khaled's match. Like, what are we doing? It's the four biggest names. Three biggest names: Scotty, Rory, Bryson, and then Brooks is the big game hunter, one of the bigger names on Live. I mean, it's a big fucking deal.
Yeah, you get the three biggest names
about it. The PGA is just fucking hushing them.
So yeah, I think that's probably it. I think there's some marching orders going on.
Definitely.
And Scotty being part of it is definitely big. Like you said, he always toes the company line. I think it's them sending a message intentionally, and Rory convinced Scotty to do it, to say, all right, if they're not going to make a deal, we're going to force their hand and make them make a deal. Now, when Phil did this, he had to pay the tour $1 million.
Right.
And so are these guys going to be paying the tour $1 million? Fuck no.
Plus, it also has to do with the video share too, right?
The players' rights, yeah.
The players' rights.
It does have to do with that. Phil said they couldn't do it, and that's why they had to pay the PGA Tour $1 million. So we know these guys ain't paying $1 million. So the question is, they're forcing the PGA Tour's hand. What are you going to do? Suspend us? Are you going to fine us?
Exactly.
They have no leverage.
Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's reporting any of that.
No.
And it's fucking weird, man. Something's going on behind the scenes. Rory is trying to get them to make a deal.
So it is the same producer as the match.
That's the only similarity, and it's going to be on TNT.
So I'm going to say this: that person invited me to the press conference the last time. So if they invite me again, I'm going to be fucking asking some questions.
You think they're going to hush you?
No, because it wasn't even through WRX when they invited me. They just knew me on Twitter.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think they're not going to let him answer it?
That's what I'm wondering.
They'll answer in some way. They're not going to say nothing.
But I think there's a big power struggle going on between Rory and Tiger. Because Tiger doesn't want the deal. And Rory wants the deal. I'm Team Rory on this one.
Absolutely. And I think they're forcing their hand. They want all the players back together. And I think a good point in this too is with Scotty. He doesn't want any type of asterisk to be next to his dominance.
Yeah, he wants to beat the best players. He's
playing the best of any player not named Tiger Woods since Jack Nicklaus. And all of a sudden you're going to have, whether it's a small faction or not, of fans and media and whoever saying, well, this is the time, looking at the history books, when Scotty was dominant, it's going to be the time when half the top 12 players in the world are playing on another tour.
He's sick of beating pussies like Tom Kim and Colin Morikawa and fucking Brian Harmon. He wants some big dogs there. He liked it when he was beating Rahm.
Yeah, and he should as a competitor. And everyone says he is a competitor. That's what you should want.
Yeah.
So I agree, man. I think you're completely right, and I agree with you that there's more to what's going on than it's being said, and it's not being talked about enough of what this match means. And it doesn't matter if the match is good or not, or you care about it or not. People want to respond.
Care less about the match.
But people respond, "Oh, who gives a fuck?" Then you don't get it. You're missing the entire point.
Yeah. I don't care about the match. I won't watch. I think all those matches are fucking stupid. I won't watch a second. And maybe I'll watch a second if there's nothing else on TV.
But do you see what they said? They said they don't want it to be like the other matches. They want it to be more competitive.
Okay.
Like it's not. They're trying to make it not buddy, but they want to make it like Live versus PGA Tour. Like they want it to be like matter.
Oh, that's cool.
No money for charity and shit. Like it's a straight up like us against you.
That's cool. They should put up their own money.
Yeah,
Big
they're getting paid
dollar.
appearance
That'd be
fees.
fucking really cool.
Yeah, they should. They're getting paid appearance fees. But I think they're trying to start a new series that actually is not like buddy stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
And you told me the 12-on-12 thing's never going to happen. I'm not convinced it's not going to happen.
Really?
If this stalemate lasts forever,
But how does the PGA Tour buy in?
They don't. They have no choice.
But the players will just go rogue?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If these 4 players can do it, why can't they go 12-on-12?
They could.
Because if they don't punish them, what are they going to say? Oh, so Scotty and Rory could do it, but you guys can't?
Who puts it on? Like what TV channel will it be on?
TNT.
And what if? I guess I'm just thinking how the PGA would try to fuck any broadcast channel.
They can't. TNT's in negotiations with Liv.
Are they?
Yeah. So
How do you know
if you can do two, it was reported a little while ago. They're one of the suitors because they want to move away from the CW. But if you can do 2-on-2, same producer, why can't you do 12-on-12?
I would love to see it, but yeah, I guess you're right. You probably could.
And this maybe
it's a big deal, and I don't think people have any idea. Like I saw you battling with some people on Twitter, and they just didn't get it at all.
No, they don't get it.
It's like, yeah, I know the match is gonna suck, buddy. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah,
it's the business side of it that which is what's telling. So
very telling, absolutely.
So that's about it in the world of golf news. Got 3 tournaments this week. Are we betting all 3?
I don't know. Live. I think they're gonna call the shithole classic.
Yeah, not the greatest of courses on Live.
Why do you have your individual championship at this course? I don't understand that.
Huh?
Why would you have your individual championship at this course?
Where was it last year? Or where was the Chicago event last year?
Harvest Farms?
Yeah, Rich Harvest Farms the last 2 years. Why? What happened there?
It's been a contract thing.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. All right, we'll start with the Fortnite, though. We hit it 2 out of 3 years. I like the event. I think there's some value definitely on the board, or there was. A lot of it's been gone now. And I got to add this with you, and I know you're on the other side of this train. I think we got to evolve here, and I haven't. It's not worked out for me. I've been cold. I haven't been betting well, but I don't think that changes. 3 or 4 years ago, or 2 years ago, when we were betting these events, those numbers would marinate and get better. I don't think that happens as much anymore. I know you think it does, but 80% of these numbers are way worse than they were at 8 a.m.
It's because you're betting them on legals. You gotta get on the illegals with me. You gotta stay.
Well, I'm talking about legals. But when the illegals come out, they're based off the legals that have already shifted in a negative way.
Yeah, I know.
Like
yeah, maybe we gotta evolve. I don't know. I don't like being on fucking chalky picks. And I know that fucking fucked me this year. I had a bad season. The chalk hit a lot, and I wasn't on it.
Same.
Yeah, it was a bad season for us. Maybe we've got to evolve. I don't know. Or water finds its fucking level, man.
Speaking
and we're due for a big fucking season.
Well, you know what? I was thinking about this. Think of the players who had. So when we've had these great, huge years, which is most of the years, there were years when our guys that we like and bet a lot had good years.
Now our guys are just sucking ass besides Bryson.
Right. And that was when we did well. But now so this year was dominated by Scotty and X. Since when do we bet Scotty and X? And then
I'll
you got
go
guys
rogue and bet X time. I did before his numbers created would bet like a X18, but I never bet Scotty, and now you can't even bet him. So
Right. And now you got guys like now the chalk, like the Dave Thompson's at 28, the Aaron Rise at 28. It's like that's not our style of betting.
no, not at all.
So, but I don't think early necessarily means chalky. Like, I don't know, is Cooch that much of a chalk play?
Seen a lot of Cooch on cards.
Have
He
you?
opened at 80. Now he's 55.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, I couldn't bet a 55, but if I had missed Cooch this week, I'd have to fucking shoot myself in the face. But he's,
Really?
well, we
Yeah,
were
I
on
don't know.
Cooch.
Maybe we got to evolve. I don't know.
Well, here we go. I bet him early, and the numbers I got are good compared to, but we're not betting chalk. Like, I don't think we're necessarily betting chalk.
Right. All right. Two prohibitive favorites. You got Sahith. This is DraftKings. Sahith 12 and Windy 12. All right. I mean, Sahith defending champ. Seen a lot of people bet him. I wouldn't call it chalk, but I've seen Sahith 12, 13 to 1s being bet. He's obviously defending champ. Homer won this thing 2 years in a row. He's coming off of what? Third place at the Tour Championship, going to his first President's Cup. And then you have Windy, who he's been scorching hot for about 5-6 weeks. And he has what, 2 California wins, US Open in California, and he won Pebble Beach, even though it was only 3 rounds, but he still has 2 California wins. So, and Sahith, California guy. So, I mean, these guys are I'd be very shocked if one, if not both, were not in the mix this week.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Plus, they're
Sahith thing,
both, well, Sahith would have been here, but Windy's playing because of the President's Cup prep.
do guys win when they're coming for prep like that?
Good question. Is it always the Fortinet?
I'm not sure, but as you look, I'm going to talk a little bit about Sahith thing. I mean, we bet Sahith last year. We won. We got our Sahith money here. I'm fine with it if we miss it.
Homer won week before the President's Cup
He
here.
played. Okay. And the year we had him or the other year?
Nope, the other year. 2022.
Okay.
That
Just
was
like
his
the home,
second win.
so just like the home year, we had him, and the next year we won. It's not like we were that upset about it. Like we got our
No.
home money.
Right.
So that's how I feel about Sahith. We got our Sahith money. He won for us last year. If he wins back to back at half the number, and I'll also say this: I never want to bet Sahith at fucking 10, 11 to 1 ever in my life.
Never.
So
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine passing on Sahith. I think Clark's gonna win. I don't know. Do I want to
don't
bet
thi-
at 12 to 1? Not at all. If it was 14 to 16, I was in, but he's just playing great golf right now.
Mhm.
And he has been for a while. Like ever since that round 1 of the Olympics. Even before that, Travelers, Scottish, 2 top 10s, St. Jude, 7th, Tour Championship, 8th, BMW, 13th. The Olympics, he finished really strong. I don't know. Isn't a win just coming?
You could say that, but you could also say he's gotten a bunch of wins.
Right.
So I don't know if it doesn't feel like a win is coming because of he's due to win. I feel like it's coming because he's in form and he's showing that form. But
Right.
does he win shit events?
No, he won big events. No, he doesn't. Never did. But I don't know. Was he the golfer that he is now?
No, he wasn't. Course history isn't very good either.
No, it's a couple missed cuts and a couple 30ths.
So, but also same response. He wasn't the golfer that he is. So I agree with you. He's the most likely guy at the top of the board to win. I like him better than Sahith.
I'm actually kind of glad he's priced at 11, 12 because this makes my decision easy.
16, I was going to bet it. And I think we had in mind like 16. 14, we would have had a long conversation about it.
14 would have been tough. 16 would have been auto bet.
So I think 11, 12. Would you consider a matchup over Sahith? Or do you think that it's just the win equity, not as necessarily as high of a floor?
No, I wouldn't take a matchup over him. Would you? I think he does better, but I mean, there's a world where Sahith could just finish 7th and Wyndham fucking misses the cutter, finishes 30th.
I agree with that. I probably won't bet it, but I just think him at plus money is a misprice against Sahith.
Is it plus money?
I would imagine so. I didn't look at it yet.
Yeah. And then they have Connors, 14. Why is he staying at 14? And I don't know. He's here because of the President's Cup. Do you know he didn't have a top 5 finish at all this season?
Yeah, you told me that. Not entirely surprising. It's funny because do you see those cards the people, President's Cup players made the international team, and they said how many President's Cups they've played, what they bring to the team.
Yeah.
They all had one.
Yeah.
And they're all pretty accurate. Like Tom was confidence, Minwoo was like ball speed, whatever, and Connors was consistency. And I think he's proud of that. He's just a consistent player.
Consistent ball striker, but a fucking loser.
He's consistent on the leaderboard. I mean, he finishes good. He's making a good career of it. I don't think he's the type
a
of
poor
player.
man's Kuchar.
Yeah. No, but Kuchar wins.
It's an ATM guy, though. He's always cashing checks. Yeah, that's why he's a poor man's Kuchar.
Yeah.
Doesn't win enough.
Doesn't win. But like Kuchar, I think, loves the cash, but he wants to win. And this guy, I don't know. I mean, obviously he wants to win, but I don't think it bothers him when he comes 7th.
He gets paid. Makes the Tour Championship every year.
Right. So I'm sure he'll probably come in 4th or 6th. I don't see any reason why this would be a spot for him to win either.
Yeah. No, exactly. Not a West Coast guy.
And there's a place putters do well here.
Yeah, it's true. And then it leads into the now 20s. You got Homa, Clanton, both 20. I mean, would it completely shock you if Homa won?
Completely shock. No.
No. Are you surprised he's 20?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I thought he'd probably be 16, even with the current form.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bet it. He's not winning 3 years out of 4, right?
No.
In bad form.
No. And then Clanton, I've seen up to 22 on Clanton. I don't know.
I don't get it.
What, that he's not 30?
Yeah.
He opened at 16.
Why the fuck? I mean, I think it's a big case of just these books don't want to get burned on these young up and comers at 70 or 80 to 1.
Yeah. Would they get a lot of bets if he's 30?
I wouldn't bet at 30.
No.
Would you?
No.
And I don't think this is like a ball striker's paradise.
No, it's a lot of putting.
Before we keep going, because there's a theme I want to talk about a lot. I probably read this last year, but I'm gonna read it again. Putting is so important here. Every year we bet California guys, and that's what's come through for us is these California angles. So there's a quote from Phil prior to the 2019 Safeway Open when he was playing here. And I think he knows a lot about playing in California. And even if you don't like Phil, he knows his shit when it comes to golf and playing the game. He said, I think a lot of guys struggle with the POA greens, which is grass that I grew up playing. So I'm very comfortable on these greens. When you grow up and spend most of your time back east in Florida or Bermuda, this is a very awkward surface to putt on. The color looks different. It's hard to read. But when you're used to it, I don't know of a better surface than here to putt. So the players who are used to playing on this can drill putts from everywhere because they're so comfortable on it. And then we see.
Yeah. So then Sahith won last year and gained 8.9 putting.
Mm-hmm.
Brendan Todd, 6th, led the field, 9.3. Cooch, 7th, 7 strokes putting. Cam Davis came in 3rd, 5.2. S.H. Kim, he gained on approach, but he also gained 4.2. He finished 2nd. So, yeah.
So now looking back.
Huh?
So now looking back on this, so Heath grew up in California, played at Pepperdine. Then he gains a million putting. When Max won, can you check how much he gained putting?
Yep. Hold on.
Yeah, he grew up in California. Who else? Steele of
When
California
Max
time?
won, he gained 4 in 2022 putting, and in and he gained 4.2 in 2021.
So these are guys with California ties who grew up on these surfaces who come here and just gain a million strokes putting. My strategy every year has been to take guys with California ties,
Yep.
and we've hit it 2 out of 3 times.
Taylor Montgomery in 2023 finished third. He gained 11.2 putting.
He's a California guy.
Willett second, 5.5 putting.
When Mav came second to Homa, what did he gain?
What year was that?
2022? First one?
No, 2022. $4.3.
So we need guys who can get a hot putter and guys who are comfortable in this
Damn,
region.
all these guys in the top 10 in 2022. Mark Leishman, 7.1. CT Pan, 6.5. Stalling, 6.8. Stalling, CT Pan, Cali guys. Pat Rogers, 5.4.
Cali guy,
Cali
Stanford.
Guy. Yep. Obviously, McNeely and Homa, Cali guys. Yeah, we're looking for Cali guys, obviously. That's the big theme. It always has been here. And most of the California courses. But and the main reason for that is the POA.
Yep.
All right, and so Clanton's not that. Minwoo, 22, he's not that. And then we come to the guy we kind of like. Numbers absolutely disgusting if you really, really, truly think about Mav McNeely being 20, now 22 to 1. It's absolutely disgusting. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Mav, the 25. I mean, taking these types of guys at these types of numbers has not worked out for us this year.
No. Okay, why couldn't they just give 40 where he should be? He should just be 40 to 1. There's true, real odds.
Yeah. But is what
Playing
it is.
better.
I mean, he's playing good now. He's 2 good starts in a row, and he's gone hot and cold. When he started off a couple other hot stretches early in the year, he really kept it up.
Yeah.
And he's the prototypical West Coast putter. He might be the guy when you're looking for that. Went to Stanford, right? He has 8 top 20 finishes this year, which is the most he's ever had in his career.
Wow, really?
So he's playing well this year in stretches. He made his professional debut here. Second here to Homa when we had Homa. And I
He
was reading the
battled. He was battling. He was winning
wasn't
for a
bad.
while.
He
was
wasn't
winning
bad.
for
And
a
a
while.
couple of weeks ago, he finished 3rd or 4th.
He finished 12th at St. Jude. He finished 3rd at the 3M at the end of July.
So at the 3M, he didn't go away. He finished the day.
No, he didn't go out and win it though. That was the problem.
He could have, yeah, he could have gone out winning, but he didn't. But now think about it, like he doesn't seem like a guy who'd win the 3M.
No, the 3M you kind of have to
Ball strike it.
ball strike it, and he ain't doing that.
Right, and he's not, and we know he's not. Now, also look at his strokes gain off the tee this year,
Yeah, it's good.
and look at the previous years. It's absolute shit in every single year. So it's taken a while for him to kind of get into the right rhythm. And I'm reading back some of the stuff about him and Butch when Butch has been working with him. Butch is really, really high on him.
Yeah, good.
He said some positive things about him, and the big thing they changed prior to this year, he'd always hit a draw, and he's changed that draw off the tee now to a baby fade. Now look at this off the tee stats after he makes that major change. As we know from Tiger over the years and some of these other players, these swing changes aren't immediate.
Takes a while.
So we've seen some gradual improvement off the tee, especially with him. Now, if you can pair that up with, the California putting, then I think, we're onto something.
Can he lose strokes on approach and win this?
Lose, it might be a stretch, but can he gain 0.3?
He can definitely do that. He has weeks where he gains 2 plus.
That's all you need.
All right, so we don't need him to gain 5.
Right.
Go out and gain 1.5.
Yeah, gain 1.5, approach, 3 off the tee, and 6 putting, and you win.
Yep. If I'm not going to Clark, I think I'm diving there. I'm going to Mav. It's absolutely disgusting. It is.
Was the Sahith 20 that good at the
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, man. Sahith did things.
Coming into the win, did he?
Yeah, remember he was battling
Yeah, at the Travelers.
At the Travelers, he almost won. He was battling at Waste.
Yeah.
When he went to the water on 17. Hold on, coming into Fortinet. I mean, he made yeah. Jeez.
I remember us talking about the number not being that good at the time.
See, he's a good golfer, though. I don't think McNeely is. He
Well,
has
coming out,
he has great qualities around the green and putting. He's elite. But
well, Mav and Sahith did some very similar things coming out of college.
Sahith was 9th in at the Masters that year, man.
Yeah. Mav was 9th at the Players.
There we go.
It's the best field in golf.
Players is probably tougher to win than the Masters.
Yeah,
tougher to finish 9th.
That's what Butch was talking about, that event. So
All
yeah,
right.
I know the number sucks. If he plays like shit and I bet him at 20 to 1, I'm probably gonna call myself a fucking idiot.
Okay, next guy. This guy's 35 to 1.
Guy that I bet?
Would you bet a 45?
I bet
JJ
245 Spawn, yeah, 45.
Okay.
I thought he was gonna open at 33, honestly. This is the first time I've ever bet JJ Spawn.
First time ever?
First time ever.
Wow.
I'm anti-Spawn, but he's the one who I thought they were gonna fuck us on the price. Because his form is incredible.
Yeah. You want an approach guy. He's the guy.
He's first in his last 24 rounds.
You weren't on him at the CUDA with me?
No.
I bet him like 3 times this year in the middle of that season there.
I typically refuse. He's first in approaches last 24. He's 6th in tee to green. He's 10th in ball striking. He's 17th in putting. He's doing everything. He's 11th here last year. Grew up in California. Went to San Diego State. And last fall, he was very good. He had a good fall season. So I think he likes the fall as well.
Where does he rank on the pole putting?
He ranks, let me see, that's a good question. Wasn't in the top 5 or so, but I'll get the answer to that.
He's got mixed bag results. A couple good ones, a few miscuts. Plays it every year, so should be familiar. I mean, Spawn. I mean, if I'm betting McNeely, I'm going to bet Spawn.
Yeah. I think.
Now, do we? So, like, he's had some good finishes. He's been striking it, but the last time he played in a tournament was August 11th. That's going to be a month by the time they tee off. What do we think of that?
Yeah, I mean, but how can you?
How do you gauge it?
Yeah, like how can we dock him? But I mean, would it be better to be playing great and take a month off? Or would it be better to play like if you're playing like shit and take a month off? Does that automatically mean you're going to be playing better than the guys who are playing well?
Right, you don't really know, but like, how, like, does it worry you the form wore off?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, you've never bet Spawn, huh?
Never. I like the Cal. He hasn't been putting good in West Coast Power. No, it's like 70th.
Really? Yeah. He was involved at the CUDA for a while. He had a bad final round. Him and Chan Kim.
Is he a guy you trust to win if he's involved?
Yeah, he's got a couple wins, doesn't he?
One.
That was his only win, the
Texas, yeah.
Texas event. He was like 200 that week too.
I think he can win. I think he's probably a 2-win guy.
I think he can too, especially at swing.
45
Right?
was fine.
He's not winning like a good event.
No, never.
Like he's winning a fall event and a Valero type event.
So my model here, he's 9th.
Okay.
This next guy is first.
Let me guess that next guy. Eric Cole?
No, I didn't bet him.
The next guy you bet's first in your model?
Yep.
Wow, you betting your model this week?
Yeah. Actually, I am.
Is it Kuchar?
No, he's third.
Oh, it's Todd.
Todd.
What number did you bet?
45.
All right, he's 40 here on DraftKings.
Okay, not bad. It was 35 for a little bit. Went back up to 40. Great in California. Great West Coast POA putter. Great at this course. Second in strokes gained total at this course, behind only Homa. 10th in birdie or better. 34th in good drive percentage, which I think is pretty good for him. He's playing great.
Does it help to bomb or does it matter?
Doesn't matter. You want to play from the fairway, though, I think.
Right, but the last 3 winners aren't necessarily fairway guys.
But were they clubbing down?
No, I just didn't think. Don't you remember Homa hitting shots out of the rough that were really good?
So they tuck pins here.
They started to?
No, I think they did before. But I think what they do is shot shaping, higher ball flight, I think is good.
Okay.
This greens are slopey.
Todd. Can he fucking win?
I don't know. He's
I
won
can't
twice.
stand that dude's face. His teeth are just terrible.
He's just playing so well. I mean,
he's a fall swing guy.
He is a fall swing guy. Every time I bet him, he comes in like between 9th and 12th. Like plays
but that's
well.
not first.
It is not.
So can he actually win?
Depends who he's up against.
Man, he rolls that rock.
There's a putter place. Can he gain 7 in putting? Yeah, why the hell not? He was T12 at the Wyndham, and I thought it was most impressive. He was 22nd at St. Jude.
Yeah, that's good for him. It's all putting though. He didn't hit it well that week.
But he doesn't have to. I mean, 2019 wins twice in the fall. Last year he was in the top 30 in all 3 of his fall starts, including 6th here.
How old is Brendan Todd?
639.
You really think he can win?
I mean, I don't know. You can say that about any guy in this field, pretty much.
No, there's guys that like I feel convicted about that I know can win.
It's 39, yeah. I think it would have to go a certain way.
Yeah, clearly.
Like if he's in the final group with a Clanton and Clanton dumps his pants on the back 9 because he's inexperienced and Todd just stays still.
He hasn't won since 2019.
That's why I almost like him a little better. Like if he had just won last year.
Both those wins were out of the United States.
They were?
They were in Bermuda and Mayakoba.
But he almost won a 3rd in a row. What was that?
RSM, he came in 4th.
He was winning through like 36. Yeah, I understand that point for sure. But I mean, looking at this board, how many guys like do you feel confident? Okay, let's skip by the top 4. Are you confident McNeely can win?
Fuck no.
Minwoo?
Yeah.
Keith Mitchell?
I can't say yes, but I am confident Keith Mitchell can win.
Well, what has he done?
I don't have a leg to stand on there, though. Huh?
What has he done since 2019 that Todd hasn't?
he's more consistent golfer, and he actually hits the ball really well.
Can Cole win?
I don't know.
Rogers?
No. I like him though this week.
See, I mean, I just think in this field, a very large percentage of the guys you're going to ask that same question about.
Yeah. What if he's up against? Can Todd beat Sahith and Clark?
No.
So we just have. I think you gotta have to be one of them. We're just gonna have a guy that's just there and just has zero chance to win an event.
No, he has a chance, but the guy who's up against has to dump his pants.
Oh shit!
This is what we learn about these events. Get somebody there, and then we worry about the rest on Sunday.
Yeah, that's true. It's always been the case.
Get someone there, then Sunday morning we'll text you and say, "Why can this guy actually win?" And then we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. McNeely, Spawn, Todd. I'm just betting fucking loses.
Yeah.
I like Cole. What don't you like about Cole? How come you didn't bet him?
I like him. I had to choose two of those three, and I chose Spawn and Todd.
Cole's playing really well.
He is, and he's good in I didn't know he was from California.
No way.
Yeah, he's from Palm Springs or something. Is he?
I thought he was just a Jacksonville guy. He's from California?
That's what Jacobs just told me. I didn't think he was.
Palm Springs. Born in Palm Springs. But he dominated
in
like
Florida.
The Florida circuit, right?
I thought Palm Springs was in Florida.
There is a Palm Springs.
Okay.
But Palm Springs, California is where the Amex is.
And he's
similar to where this is.
So when Cole was fourth last year here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I have no reason not to like Cole at all. I like him. I like him a lot.
I'm going to bet Cole. 40.
It's fair number too. I just don't like Cole.
So last year coming into this event, he was very, actually, he was in better form this year than coming into last year. So he finished 31st at the St. Jude, 25th at BMW, and then 4th. And then he got really hot during this fall stretch. Wow, he fucking dominated the fall stretch, huh? We were just not betting him at all. We were just like, fuck this chalky fuck Eric Cole.
We were right.
Yeah, I didn't win.
You know what I hate most about Cole? That he's like 37. It's his second year on tour. I just can't get over it.
I know. He's got a pretty big hat, too, for his head.
Yes. Is it a PXG, too?
It might be. I
think it is.
Yeah. But I don't like Todd's face either, so.
Todd's face is fucked.
He's serial killer vibes, big time.
Sweeney Todd, I call
him. Okay, so then there's Cole. Bring me the next guy. Let's just name some guys we like. I like Rogers, but I mean, I guess we'll just pass. I could see him playing really well, though, and being around.
And then shitting his pants against Todd in the final group.
Yeah, sure. Todd versus Rogers. Who you got in a match if they're fucking going 1-on-1?
Todd. Rogers, and I'm a Rogers guy, is he's the biggest loser on tour, isn't he?
There's a lot of guys you can say. But yeah, he is. With his pedigree coming in. With his pedigree coming in to.
Yeah, remember when he blew against Akshay, the Kuda?
Of course I do. I was on Akshay.
You stopped watching it because you said it was over.
I did.
And then this guy goes in a fucking divot, and all of a sudden his brain just can't apprehend it.
That was hilarious. His brain just went dead. He's like, I don't know what to do here. Like, how about you just hit the ball on the green, dude? It's 100-yard shot.
It was like a half a divot.
Yeah, it's not like you're in a crater over here.
Yeah, so he's the biggest mental midget. So yeah, that's the situation where I think Todd can win.
Yeah.
And the next guy bet 50-1. He'll probably do the same thing Rogers would do.
The Bo Show.
Bo Show in Napa, baby. We've done it for the last 5 years. We can't stop now.
Have we?
Oh yeah.
Wow. See, numbers haven't gotten that steep. I haven't bet any of these guys. I can still get a 50 on the Bo Show.
Okay, good. The Cooch one, I guess, was the one. If you look at my card here every year, and probably yours, it's the winner, and then 4 of these same fucking losers after the winner each time. So as long as I have the winner on it, I'm fine betting these other losers.
Okay.
The only problem is this year, it's not Max or Heath, it's McNeely, which is a problem.
All right. So anything you got on Bo besides being from California? Good putter. Looks like a lesbian. Wears a weird fucking visor. Shot a 60 at the Wyndham and finished 12th. I don't know how that's possible.
Nope, you just pretty much covered it.
Okay. Bet Bo,
yeah.
guys, 50-1. He's from Cali.
He's gonna fucking drill putts.
That's right.
No, I do have one thing to add. Last year, his 2 best finishes, California, he was 6th at Torrey Pines.
Yeah, he's a Cali guy.
And then 14th at Pebble. 2 big events with big fields.
Yep.
He should be able to fucking beat these guys, shouldn't he?
Definitely. All his best finishes last year were out west. Even like
He's a West Coast guy, so you can't.
Mexico, Shriners.
Going back to your form point.
Zozo was in Japan. He finished 2nd.
That's a fall. He's a fall guy too.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to your point about the losing form, I do think we can kind of look at the fact that, all right, this is a reset. And this is a Cali guy in Cali.
Right.
If he had finished,
he's been playing in Cali. Does he still live in Cali?
Yeah. He doesn't leave there. No, I'm just kidding. He might live in Texas. I don't know.
I'll look that up.
I'm gonna look at his Instagram. He usually posts some good stuff about being the Bo Show.
It says he lives in Austin.
Yeah, Texas. Holy fuck, he has a disgusting looking picture of himself. I gotta send this to you. Dude, what the fuck is going on here?
Wow, he won the Haskins. Fucking wild.
Dude, incredible pedigree.
Who's a bigger loser, him or Rogers?
They're the same, but I think Rogers was slightly looked at more favorably coming out. Like they both.
Did Rogers win the Haskins?
Yeah. He's an all-time winningest player.
Holy hell.
That picture I sent you? Dude, it's fucked.
Wow. You gotta bet him now.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, how can you look at that picture and not bet him? It looks like a goddamn freak.
The Bo Show.
He's a dumpy ass.
Nothing pisses me off more when they cut to the Bo Show on TV.
When you know
Look at this asshole.
Just big sloppy ass fucking drilling a 50-footer.
He's like Cantlay's body with a visor.
And plus he's chubby and just absolutely sucks at golf. Don't you want to bet him?
I'm in on the Bo Show.
It's gonna pay off one of these years. It might not be for another 5 or 6 years, but one of these days it will.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm in on your last guy here. I missed the 80. I don't know if I can get to Cooch 55, man.
It's tough. Can you deal with
the only reason I would is so I didn't have to listen to you fucking scream Cooch from the fucking heavens all fucking weekend.
Exactly.
I might just have to put a free play on it or something. I don't know. Actually can't do that, so.
You said it was going to be 90. All right.
People are betting Cooch.
I don't like that.
It's usually just you and I on the island. And I'm off the island. It's only you now.
I'm going to say none of you fuckers can bet Cooch after they gave me so much shit last time.
That's what worries, but people just hate his guts, and now they're all betting him.
the last 2 times we bet him, he finished in the top 5.
He loves this place too, right? This is one of his spots.
He's a good California putter too.
Has he ever won in California?
Good question.
I don't think so. Look it up though.
No, but he's just a Cali guy. I wonder if there's a Mayakoba crossover, right? I mean, him and Todd.
Yeah, and somebody else. We haven't played Mayakoba in a while though.
You know what else? Jacobs was talking about a Valero, Texas crossover.
Spawn,
There's
Gooch, Connors.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them that did go well on both.
He's never won. Oh, where's the match play back? He has some West Coast win. He won the match play in Tucson, Arizona, Dove Mountain. He won Mayakoba. He won Sony. And that's it for West Coast wins. So 3 West Coast wins.
He contended any majors there, or at Riv or Torrey or Pebble?
I don't know. I was looking at his wiki.
He's had to have played well at Pebble.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time. I've bet Kuchar at Pebble multiple times. I'll tell you, at Pebble. Oh, maybe not. 6th and 14th. Best 2 finishes, and those were in the 2000s.
Well, another point here. His
Amex, though, really good.
His last 2 wins that we've bet on were both in the fall.
It's true.
I think he's a fall guy. And even last year, we had him at the Mayakoba, Worldwide Technologies or whatever it's called. And he played really well.
He hasn't won since 2019, man.
Sony?
Yeah.
I think he likes the chip on his shoulder, too. I think he's pissed right now. I think he has something to fucking prove. So, me and Coops together.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, 55 sucks. I agree with
that. We got more guys? I feel like I got a full card there.
It's just the numbers were good. Actually worked out perfectly to 7. But Thor Bjornsson, I sprinkled that. I got an 80.
He's 70.
I just think talent play. We're gonna kick ourselves if he doesn't do it. Another Stanford guy. He's been playing like shit, but even when he's playing like shit, he's still 4th in his last 24 rounds in birdie or better.
Birdie, yeah.
Guy makes birds.
He does. What about Putnam?
He's a Cali guy. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Man, I can't bet Putnam.
Just can't win.
I can't bet Putnam.
And the last guy I bet was Justin Suh, 110.
Yeah, I didn't understand this one just because he's from California and is a putter, but
he's one of
pretty
the best
bad
putters
at golf, man.
Well, he was heavy accolades coming out, just like these other guys. I bet a bunch of guys who were good at golf, and are from California, but he's playing better. It's sneaky.
Define better.
So he was 11th at the CUDA, which we think is a comp here, right?
CUDA, definitely. Yep.
So he's 11th there, which is not that long ago. Then at the Wyndham, he was in the top 10 through 36. He was in the first page of the leaderboard. So he's showing up recently.
Though. Finished dead last.
Dead last in the field?
No, finished 52nd.
That's pretty bad, yeah. But
yeah, no, just statistically, I mean, a guy gains 5 strokes putting and finishes 52nd. I don't know.
It's just flashing. I mean, his home state.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's flashing.
But usually
it's flashing.
If a guy's not playing well, he's missing every cut. I mean, he finished 11th and then was 8th and halfway at the halfway point.
Yeah. He pretty much missed every cut this year.
So he's playing much better.
Yeah, he is. Coming into July, he missed every cut but 3,
Doesn't the talent still have to be there?
and that was about 17 events.
Yeah, it's not good. I know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously talent. He came in with Wolf, Morikawa, Hovland. Now,
Last fall, he had a good fall. He's a T4 at the Worldwide Technology.
yeah, he did.
He's a 36-hole leader at the Zozo.
They playing that event this year, the Zozo.
I think so.
Ugh, I hate that.
Me too. We have no chance of ever hitting it. Just so everyone knows that.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, we're trying to keep these shows to an hour, but there's also 2 other events this week. You
Dude,
get anything more on the Fortinet?
no.
Okay. This next event I'm really looking forward to, the Irish Open. I mean, the course has been ranked number 1 in the world by Golf Digest for the last 10 years. So, and I was looking at some pictures of it. It
Has it?
looks, yeah, number 1.
I
Number
didn't
1
know
ranked
that.
course in the world. Royal County Down. I was looking at some pictures. It
Are
looks
you hearing that
amazing.
dinging, or is that just on my end?
It's just on your end. I don't hear any dinging.
Okay, good.
Royal County Down. I, I can't wait to wake up and watch golf here. Looks amazing. Right on the coast. Everything looks green though too.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. I like it. I just don't know who to bet, really. I mean, I bet Byrne 35-1. I thought that was a great number. He's finished second here in 2015, playing good golf, 22nd last week, Rahm last week. Been playing really good. It seems he's going to win one of these things. So I thought 35 was good considering he's played well at this course already. It's going to be tough. Winning score, single digits.
Yeah, so they're in Northern Ireland, which is obviously where Rory's from. He's the favorite. I think the only reason why he's playing it is because it's at Royal County Down. He's 550, and then you get Shane 10. Love the Byrne call. He's been playing really well. Obviously finished second, and he's been playing well recently. Rory shot an 80 in round 1. So I am worried about weather right there on the coast.
Yeah, could definitely have an impact, and we could get waved out.
But there's some other guys here that like you bet Alex Fitzpatrick last week at 40, and now he's 55, coming off another strong finish. And then there's a guy like Nikolai who we bet last week at 20 and is now 40.
Yeah,
There's some numbers out there.
there is.
So I don't really know where I'm going yet with the Irish, but I'm going to be betting that thing. I think this is the best event of the week, to be honest with you. Obviously not player-wise, but
Yeah, it seems
player-wise,
like
it's probably better than Live.
yeah, it's close. Well, I don't know, probably not. Rom, Bryson, Cam.
No,
Me.
sorry, it's not better than Live. Right?
No, it's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I like it. I do. I just don't like the Alex Fitz. He just doesn't hit it well ever, but he's still content. But I like that he was good at the Open.
Yeah. This is right on the coast. But then they got rough on the course. Like thick rough. It's going to be a pretty there's a lot of blind shots. It's just going to be pretty good viewing experience
That's my
this
concern
week.
with Nikolai, though, is his driving accuracy is so bad. It's just so bad every week.
Yeah.
Like I
So I
don't
don't
think
know.
he
We're
can
going to
win.
look into this. There's some guys there, and I want to talk to some of our Euro guys that know what they're talking about, because obviously we don't really.
Yeah, what about Soderberg?
Yeah, I said him last week. He continues to play well.
But what we didn't think of last week was the previous start. He dumped his pants. Bad. He
Do you
choked away an
take
event
Irish
bad.
Open form into account?
Yeah, I think you got to look at it.
Because there's some guys with some really good Irish Open form. Burned one of them.
Burns my definite. No, the other guy I'm betting is. I texted you his name. I forget it already. But he's been winning on like the Challenge Tour, and he's a good player. Let's see, where is it? He's 90-1 now on DraftKings.
The other Rasmus?
Yes, Rasmus Nergard Peterson.
Is he a young kid?
I don't think so. I don't know how young. Oh, the other guy I want to. Do you see that guy on the PGA Tour event? That young guy from the Challenge Tour is winning like or the Americans Tour is winning every fucking week.
Yeah. Who's that?
John Kiefer or something.
He's playing the Procore. He's 80-1.
Yeah, he's fucking playing nice, and he's young actually, and actually it looks pretty cool.
Where's he from?
He's not. There's no ties. He's from like Midwest or something.
Did he go to school?
I don't know. I can't find anything. He doesn't have a wiki page.
Hmm.
So this kid Rasmus Nergard Peterson is 25. He's the best player on the Challenge Tour.
So you're
Seems pretty
betting
good.
him? At what odds?
90-1.
Not bad.
He played at a couple of European events, like the Danish event.
How do you do?
I guess that's still a challenge. I guess it's still a challenge tour, I guess. T2, T6. Oh, he played in the Euro Tour. The Danish Golf Championship was T19. And then last week he won.
Who's Jacobs like?
He likes, who did I say? Who's that motherfucker? Been good like every week. In like the 30-1 range.
Soderberg, Guido, McKibben, Norgard.
No.
No, Dietrich's playing. Thirsty,
Thirsty, yeah.
30-1. He's back-to-back thirds at the Irish Open last 2 years.
That could be it. And he's playing well right now too.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to go that deep. Evan Burned in 2 other tournaments.
Yeah, I think we just get a fucking hammer burned.
So it seems like it's a ball striking event.
Yeah, definitely. And Byrne probably has had some good finishes in bad, difficult conditions.
I mean, he did at this event.
He did at this event. And then the Scottish.
No, that was a bird fest.
Is there a correlation between winning the Scottish Open and the Irish Open? I feel like there is.
Well, then you should bet Bob Mack.
No.
Let's see. All Burns wins have been in the teens or 20s.
That last guy I should mention here, the guy who was like winning on the Challenge Tour too, and he like shut up the board. Sky tweeted him this morning. He was like 750-1. Now he's 175.
Yeah.
Supposedly like people
The
think he can
ketchup
win.
guy.
Yeah.
Well, beef.
Yeah, I love. He's gonna win Wentworth though.
He's 90.
Saw 170 this morning.
Yeah.
He's playing great, but a lot of it's putting.
Is it?
Yeah, but that's what he's doing now. He made a grip change and a putter change. Went back to his old game and switched his grip, and he's just been putting it great.
It's good that he's playing better.
His history here isn't good. Irish, he's been bad, but then you got he's great at Wentworth. I really think he's gonna win Wentworth.
Cool. That's next week?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we'll figure out the Irish. We got Burned. Throw him on the list, 35-1. And then and then
Dude,
you
I
got
think
Live Chicago.
Last time we hit Burn, he was 35-1.
He was.
Yeah.
Love it.
One thing I'll always remember is the odds of the player I had when we bet him.
Yeah.
like in
Yep.
the vast majority of them.
Yep.
What was Cooch at the Sony? Do you know?
Cooch at the Sony was like fucking 40.
50.
Yeah, 40.
I think he was 50.
Was he 50? 55?
No, 50. 50 to 1.
Okay. I mean, that was fucking years ago, man.
Yeah, I remember all of them.
Okay. All right, Liv. Give me let's do a quick 2-3 minutes on Liv. Liv Chicago. Rom and Neiman basically playing for the individual title. Neiman fucking is grinding, really wants it. And then obviously Rom wants it. Big guns are just winning Liv every fucking week. You had Brooks last week. The only outlier, like we said last time, was Steele. So, I mean, you got to have a top guy.
Yeah, you do. And is their format is just what the FedEx should be, or what it used to be.
Yeah.
You can have a winner of this tournament and the winner of the thing.
Yep.
So I think yeah,
And
you
they
got to have a big.
celebrate both.
They celebrate both. It's not that hard. I think Cam is my gut. I don't know why. I just think he's due to win, and I think he might win. Although me and you discussed about how he's not as good as off a layoff. So for him, is it between him and Neiman, 10 to 1?
I get worried with Neiman putting too much pressure on himself.
Yeah.
I think he's putting a lot of pressure on himself to win this. I know it's something he really, really wants to do. And I don't think that's a good spot for Neiman.
I agree.
Cam, I would have been all in if the event was 2 weeks after the last event.
Yeah.
You never know what Cam's doing. I mean, I actually saw him. He was playing golf and helping some guys on the course, but he was also fucking pounding beers.
Yeah. I think the one thing you said wrong there was you don't know what he's doing. We know what he's doing.
Yeah.
We don't know how that's going to affect his game.
He's getting fucked up. But
Yeah,
I do think he wants to win an event. He hasn't won an event yet this year. And he's the only big gun who hasn't, right? Well, actually, him and Bryson.
Yeah. Bryson could win too.
I just don't know anything about this shithole course.
Yeah. Everyone says it's a shithole.
He's won in Chicago. Neiman's a Midwest guy. I imagine this is bent.
Did Cam win Chicago?
Yeah. Cam and Bryson won the first 2 Chicago years at Rich Harvest Farms.
I like Cam, man. I think
you got to have a big gun. You got to have one of Rahm, Neiman, Brooks, Hatton, Cam. Yeah, one of the Bryson.
How do you feel
gotta
about
have one
Hatton
of
this
those
week?
6.
Do you like Hatton? I don't at all.
No. But I mean, he's gonna finish top 10.
Yeah. All right, and you're picking up at Wolf, and I bet him too because you want me to.
Yep. Last ride on Wolf, that pussy Wolf. I don't know. He could win. You never know.
Bubba says it's a driving course. I know. I think he could win.
40 to 1. I've been betting him at fucking 30. Why the hell not? So maybe I'll bet fucking Cam and Wolf.
That's what I'm leaning towards, Cam and Wolf.
Yeah, we really need to win one of these events.
3 of them?
I just open for 1.
No, out of 3 of them, I mean 1 out of 3.
Oh, 1 out of 3, yeah.
If we don't win any of them, I'm going to change my phone number.
Hey, you got your first senior win.
Yeah, thanks. Shout out to Jimmy, our Let's Go guy. Gave me a little tip. I didn't win much on it, but he said the guy's been striping it, so let's give a little sprinkle. Still lost money on the week.
Why Yang, the Tiger Slayer?
Tiger Slayer, that was a hell of a fucking win. Yeah, it was just a little sprinkle. It was almost like a first touchdown bet, you know.
Yeah. Well,
nice.
Right, maybe it gets you off the schneid.
It could. Maybe I'll settle for 1. 2 would be nice.
Pick one guy to win this week. Who is it? Out of all
Cooch.
3 events.
Cooch.
No, you can't say Cooch.
I don't know, man. Every guy I bet really feels like a fucking loser.
Cam Smith's not a loser.
Yeah, but I don't feel that confident about him.
Wolf is a loser.
Wolf's I mean, everybody bet. I mean, Burns not a loser. I guess Burn then. A lot of
Which
weather
one would
variables
you
though.
like to see the most?
Cooch.
Cooch.
Yeah.
I'd like to see McNeely.
Oh, I like to see Hostler. That'd be sick. Who at least like if I could choose anyone not to win, but it means I guaranteed the winner would be
Yeah.
Spawn.
Spawn.
I'm not a fucking Spawn guy.
I know you're not. Surprised you were going there.
I thought it was gonna be 33 with a form.
Yeah.
All right, let's get one of these.
Boom. Let's go.